Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coronavirus Corner. Little Rishi Sunak's in trouble now. He forgot to tell Parliament that his wife's richer than the Queen, and he should have. Can't see how you'd forget that. I can understand MPs forgetting to declare a mansion or two, but over £100 million shares in your father's company. You'd think he'd have remembered that. He's the Chancellor. And he doesn't want to talk to the Treasury Committee, and they've written to tell him they're very disappointed. Oh dear. He looks so lovely, but he's beginning to sound as though he's as duplicitous as the rest of them. Auntie Nancy always warned me to steer clear of men who were too handsome. They've never had to work on being nice, Edna, she used to say. And she had a point. Mind you, some handsome men are nice. Like Jimmy Stewart or Colin Firth. But Auntie Nancy said there were few and far between, and she knew a lot of men, so I believed her. Maureen thinks Eric is the most handsome man in the world. He's not, but he is to her, and that's what matters. That's what being in love does to you. It's like permanent beer goggles, and as long as you're both wearing them, it's all right. Charles thinks I look lovely, and I know I don't. But as long as he thinks I do, who cares? I've been glad of the company this week. I've started feeling a bit like a goldfish, just swimming round and round the weeks, vaguely spotting when it's Monday, and suddenly it's Friday, and I can't believe it's a week since the last one. I've lost all sense of time. Lydia said perhaps we've all died and gone to hell. She was joking, but when you watch the news, sometimes you begin to wonder, don't you? Today they had Boris Johnson on in a white coat, trying to look trustworthy. And all I could think was, I'm glad he's not my doctor. He must be very glad we're all focusing on lockdown instead of thinking about Brexit. Because while the rest of the world is only staring one disaster in the face, we've got two to think about. Anyway, I digress. Oh, it was frosty this morning. I only realised when I heard a crash outside, and it was the vicar arriving at Mandy's. Poor thing. He'd skidded on a puddle and fell off his bike. I don't know how he survived to adulthood. There was a documentary on the other night about baby turtles struggling down to the sea, and they all looked like the vicar to me. If there were gulls that ate humans, all they'd have to do would be to follow the vicar for the day, and they'd soon have a meal. Nature's very cruel. That's what Auntie Nancy used to say when she was plucking her eyebrows. She said it was all wrong that just as you got to that age where you need to tweeze your face every day, you suddenly can't see it anymore. Today's sensible tip is, try to find something to smile about every day. Even if it's just not being Boris Johnson. Count your blessings. You take care, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.